Today we are making a spread with chia seed. We are making chia pudding, and we are also making granola that has chia in it. We're going to talk about the benefits of chia seeds and why you might want them in your life. Some of the amazing health benefits that chia has to offer: it is high in omega-3s, it is high in fiber, so it's more satiating. It can actually help with weight loss as we're flushing out what is in the gut. And it also is a gut supporter, very nutrient dense, has vitamins and minerals. And so one of the ways, an easy way that you can get it in your life, is just by adding it in your water. I love my Berkey, great way to have purified water every day. And then I'm just gonna put 2 teaspoons. You can do 1 or 2. I get my straw and do a little stir. I'll take it to work with me and just sip on it all day. The main thing that you want to know is when you increase chia, you better be increasing your hydration, because they do kind of expand and we want them to be released through the system to do their job. So make sure that you're drinking plenty of water. That's a lot of fun. So that's just a side note, not even the 3 things that we're going to be doing today. The first one we're going to do is the jam. This is so easy, and you can have it stored in your refrigerator or put on peanut butter and jelly. And this is how we do a healthy peanut butter and jelly. You just get some sprouted bread, you have some raw peanut butter, and then you add the jam, and it is delicious. So we're doing 4 cups of berries, and I am doing half strawberry, half raspberries. You don't have to do this in an Instapot if you don't have one, but it is so easy. You can walk away and not even have to worry about it. If you forgot about it, it doesn't matter. It's not gonna get too hot. You can do it on your stovetop, no problem. The other thing that we're gonna put in there, we're gonna add in there, is 1/4 cup of maple syrup. Put on your lid. Make sure you switch it to non-venting. And then all we're gonna do is turn this on for 1 minute. We're going to let it power down for 10, and then we'll get to the chia seed after that. While this is doing its thing, we're gonna go ahead and get ready with our chia pudding. Now on to the chia pudding, and I love to put a banana in here. You don't have to, but it's another source of sweetness that is much better for you than sugar. Just take your banana and mash. This is just slightly over-ripened. I don't like them really overly ripened. This one's just perfect. And now you're gonna add your, I'm using almond milk. You can use whatever milk you like. If you're gonna use dairy milk, please make sure that you're using it raw. And then 1/4 cup of chia seeds, all that yummy goodness. We're gonna put some cinnamon in here. If you don't like cinnamon, you don't have to, but cinnamon is so good for you, boosts your metabolism, helps a little bit purifying the blood, and it tastes really good. And then we're gonna use a little bit of, still holding my fork, we're gonna use a little bit of vanilla. And when you get vanilla, really check your ingredients and make sure that it is not vanillin. You want real vanilla, so it's doing something good for your body. We're gonna give that a little stir, and I'm gonna add just a teaspoon of maple syrup. You don't have to, but I don't know, it makes it extra delicious. Pure maple syrup. Oh, I don't wanna use that one. We're gonna do a pinch of just a little bit of sea salt. Okay, now I'm gonna pour it in my jar, put it in the refrigerator for at least an hour, but typically what I do is overnight. That way it's nice and thick like pudding. Probably gonna make a little mess here. Ooh, not too bad. Put your lid on and give it a little shake, shake, shake. Now we're just gonna throw it in the refrigerator, wait for that to thicken up. Now it is time for the granola, and just so you know, all of these recipes are on my website in their entirety. I went ahead and threw in the majority of ingredients here. So we have pepitas and coconut, walnuts, almonds, pecans. We're gonna add 1/4 teaspoon of sea salt, And I mixed up my sugars in this, and I am doing 2 tablespoons of sugarcane natural. It can be called sucanat. If you can't find that, you can certainly use 2 tablespoons of coconut sugar, or you can use 2 tablespoons of organic brown sugar. And then we're going to add 1/3 cup of maple syrup because it's so delicious. And it also kind of helps to bind the ingredients together a little bit and give it a little bit of crunch. 2 tablespoons of flaxseed. So we're adding in another amazing source of fiber and omega-3s, doing great things for your skin. So there's so many amazing things in this granola recipe, and you can eat it as a cereal. You can put it on top of your chia pudding. There's so many different things you can do with it. Sky is the limit. I'm using 3 tablespoons of coconut oil. This is full in flavor. So if you're not a big coconut oil fan, feel free to switch to some ghee or some quality butter. Quality is key. Now we're going to add 2 tablespoons of chia seeds, the star of the show, right? This is a new recipe. I have 3 granola recipes on my website. Yes, I absolutely love granola. And we're gonna do 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. Again, we discussed how amazing cinnamon is, and the list goes on. Give this a little stir. You can add dried fruit, whatever you like. I have added papaya, blueberries, cranberries. This time I am gonna add blueberries, but I'm gonna wait until after it's baked. You add those in last. So now what we're gonna do is just put this on a baking sheet, and I like to put mine on parchment paper. It's just easier clean up. You do want a baking sheet that's big enough for it to really be able to spread out and cook evenly. All right, time to pop that in the oven. We're going to do this at 325 for about 20 minutes. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and clean up, and then we're gonna start on our finishing up the jam. It is time, and so I'm gonna go ahead and press cancel. We're gonna release our pressure. And we're gonna give it a little stir and switch it to saute. Oh my gosh, that smells so good. We're gonna saute that, and now is when we're gonna add just a little pinch of sea salt and our 2 tablespoons of chia seed. It's gonna be about 5 minutes. Just wait for that to thicken. And I've called this jam and jelly, but you know, they're interchangeable. Gosh, smell that. It smells so good. And if you take your spoon and just kind of mash them a little bit, they really dissolve, and there's not a lot of strawberries and raspberry lumps in there. I guess that's what I will say, lumps. So if you guys already have chia in your life and you're doing something different with it, let me know. I would love to hear from you. Comment, did you know how good chia seed is for you already? Is any of this information new for you? I'm gonna go ahead and turn that off. I'm gonna find a jar to put this in, get it in the refrigerator, let it start cooling down. The granola is ready, and I'm getting it out of the oven, and it smells so amazing in this kitchen right now. Look at that nice golden brown texture. So this is the time that you'll go ahead and put your fruit on there, your dried fruit. I really enjoy these dried blueberries. Let's give it a nice toss. I did do something a little different in this recipe than I did on the recipe that's on the website. I only added a cup of almonds instead of 2, and I doubled the amount of coconut because I absolutely love coconut. But that's the good thing, you can play with it and make it your own. Now we're gonna find a container to put this in, and I'm sending Tracy home with some. Everything is ready, and I'm actually going to add all of these items to the one chia bowl today. Start with the chia pudding. Now for our granola. Put that on one side. And then for a little bit of the jelly. Delicious. And I have got a few goodies here for Tracy that they're gonna be going home with her. Some of the jelly, some of the granola. Hopefully your family loves it just as much as I do.
Oh, they don't get it, it's just for me.
It's all hers, and that's okay. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I just asked if you would like and subscribe. Please leave a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much. Moment of truth.
Jelly. Jelly. Whatever we're calling it.
How will we combine that word?
Jelly.
Jamly. My jamly. So good.
That's good.